Hi, welcome to this History with Holly. Today I'm going to talk about the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, which was written by J.R.R. Tolkien, but I've recently listened to the audiobook released on Audible, read by Andy Serkis. Many of you would know Andy Serkis as the actor who portrayed Gollum in amazing CGI effect in the films that directed by Peter Jackson of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I just want to give a shout out right now to Andy Serkis. He is a fantastic narrator. He does a beautiful job of all the nuances of the characters and of the different voices that appear in the novel. I find it interesting the way he uses different aspects of different accents from within the English geographical areas to depict the different races. So the men of Gondor are very Yorkshire, have a very northern Yorkshire sort of accent, whereas the hobbits are more southern. They're all sort of different. The dwarves are more Scottish. And it's just really interesting how each different race is depicted. And of course the elves are like more Queen's Englishy. Anyway, but I guess if we're connecting to real life, it made me think a lot about the nature of grief and loss. I suppose thinking particularly about the way that Frodo reflects on Bilbo's journeys and Bilbo's work in the Fellowship of the Ring. He rewrites the poem that Bilbo originally cites, "The road goes ever on," and instead of eager feet that Bilbo talks about, Frodo talks about weary feet. And it just shows how, I guess, the nature of Tolkien's work has sort of grown in negativity, I guess, from The Hobbit to The Lord of the Rings. But also after the ring has been destroyed and Frodo is back in Hobbiton and at Bag End, it really made me think about the fact that he is destroyed as a person by the ring. His spirit and his soul have been destroyed, and the fact that he needs to go off with the elves and Bilbo to the lands beyond the sea on the white ships. And Sam is left as mayor to raise his family and go on with his life. But, you know, each time we have grief or we lose someone or something that's a big part of us, it takes a chunk out of our soul. Whether it's a loved one that departs from us, a friendship that is broken, a place that we love that we're leaving, or a part of ourselves that we need to let go of or that is taken from us in some way that we have no control over. It changes us irrevocably. It makes us different to the way we were before. And I feel like that's a huge part of the message of The Return of the King, particularly looking at how Frodo, with his soul so tainted from the evil of carrying this ring, is no longer able to exist and live a normal life. He can't go back to what he was before. So much of him has changed that he can no longer live the life he did before. He's not the person, or he's not the hobbit he was before. He has changed, and he must go and live in a place that caters for the new him, the new, more hollowed out him. A bit depressing, sorry, but that's what I was thinking. Highly recommend the audiobook by Andy Serkis. Really interesting, some of the things, because I haven't read the book for many years, so just reminding me of the bits that they left out of the movie, like Tom Bombadil and all the stuff in the Shire when the hobbits come back, how they have to get rid of Saruman and stuff like that. That's really cool. Anyway, yeah, that's my chat for today. Thanks for listening and watching, and if you enjoy these videos, please hit subscribe underneath. Bye!